Way back in 216 BC, Rome was facing its absolute worst nightmare. A single man had brought it to its knees.
Ominous signs were filling Rome with dread, but they were about to learn just how bad worse could really get.
You see, this general, Hannibal Barca, had repeatedly humiliated them, outsmarting every army they sent his way.
So Rome had had enough. The Senate decided to build the biggest army it had ever seen to crush him.
But here's the fatal flaw. They split command between two men who couldn't have been more different.
You had Paulus, the cautious old veteran, and then there was Varro, a rash newcomer hungry for glory. Varro got lucky with a small, reckless win, and of course, that confidence went straight to his head.
So on the fateful day, it was Varro's turn. He didn't hesitate. He ordered the army into battle formation.
Now look at these numbers. The Romans had a massive advantage. On paper, this should have been an easy win.
The Romans packed their men into a huge, dense block. It was basically a human battering ram. But Hannibal did something totally unexpected. He put his weakest soldiers out front, practically begging to be attacked.
Meanwhile, he hid his best fighters on the wings, getting ready to spring this trap called a double envelopment. His plan was simple but brilliant. Use Rome's own massive strength against itself, turning it into a weakness. As the battle started, the Romans took the bait. They charged forward, playing right into Hannibal's hands.
Hannibal's center bent backwards, forming a pocket that pulled the Roman army deeper and deeper into the trap.
And just when the Romans thought they were winning, snap! Hannibal's elite troops slammed into their sides. Then, the cavalry sealed it, hitting them from behind. Suddenly, the entire Roman army was completely surrounded. What happened next wasn't a battle, it was a slaughter. An almost unimaginable 70,000 Romans and allies fell. I mean, just look at this list. Rome's military and political leadership was basically wiped out in one afternoon.
For Hannibal, it was one of the most perfect victories in history, and he lost barely any men.
Even the consul Paulus, bleeding out, refused to run. He chose to stay and die there with his soldiers.
His final words really captured the sheer hopelessness of the moment, the total disaster that had just happened. After a victory like that, the road to Rome was wide open. So the big question remains, why didn't he go?